First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burke Kid. Everybody said it won't be till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way to St. Burger King. Everybody said it won't beat till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat. A lot of shit. Look, shout out to those that's rocking with me. I wanna rock with you, baby. I'ma keep rocking right back with you, man. I'ma keep this goddamn content coming. I'ma keep this goddamn sauce in this pot. It's a lot of shit I neglect in life. It's a lot of shit I fail to do. I lose my phone a lot. I lose my keys a lot. But I never neglect to keep the sauce in the goddamn pot. We back in the kitchen. Let's get to the shit. Jarrell Big Baby Miller is back. Brooklyn, stand the fuck up. Matter of fact, the whole city of New York, stand the fuck up. And I'm addressing y'all too. Yeah, I'm addressing you motherfuckers too. A lot of shit. Hadn't heard from him for a while. I ain't gonna lie, I thought Jarrell Miller was an Uber driver somewhere. I thought he was a taxi driver somewhere in New York. And I didn't know this is his third fight back. Yeah, he been fighting. Yeah, just ain't been no attention on it. Yeah, this video, I got to talk about a lot of shit. This ain't just about Big Baby Miller. It's a lot of shit I want to talk about. And I want to talk a lot about the heavyweight division. Congratulations to you, Big Baby Miller, on your win. I got to be honest. Lucas Bryan, that's a hard-hitting motherfucker. And Lucas Bryan, last fight, he beat up a young up-and-coming prospect and knocked him out cold. Knocked him out cold at one point. That motherfucker hit hard. And I think that they think that Lucas was going to knock old Big Baby Miller out. Nah, pimpin'. Let me also make this very clear. It ain't but one fighter in boxing that will stop Jarrell Big Baby Miller. And I'm going to be honest, it's going to take a couple right hands for Wilder to clip him. But I think Wilder can clip him. But I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm finna tell y'all some real shit. Jarrell Big Baby Miller got a good inside game. He could give Wilder problems. Wilder, it would take later rounds for him to stop Big Baby. Big Baby Miller got a granite chin. I watched his whole career, bro. You ain't never seen him hurt, bro. That motherfucker got a granite chin. You know, I've heard his interview. He said he's never even been hurt in sparring. That motherfucker got a granite chin, bro. Maybe Fatback with some shit in his gloves if he keep that shit going. Because at this point, Fatback Fury is the hardest puncher in boxing history. Yeah, ain't nobody ever hit Wilder and Wilder couldn't take that. He never could take Fury. Since Fury came back with this shit and what's that boy? Man Stewart nephew and all that shit there, Fury has become the hardest puncher that was ever created in life. Nobody can take Fury's punch. Yeah, Fury could knock everybody out with a jab. Yeah, the way he punching since that shit got in him, I don't know. But, yeah, them the only two. Because at this point, like I said, let me just say this about you, Big Baby. I've always thought you was a good fighter. Big Baby Miller is a top competitor, bro. And he still is. He just as good as he was before he, fight the same way. Throws a lot of punches for a big dude. You know, I used to hoop with a dude like that. He was about over 300 pounds like that, because you 330. I said, God damn. But I hooped with a motherfucker like that, but he was swift. That motherfucker, man, he'll cross your ass up. And he was hopping. He was jumping out the gym. And he was like, he could be a point guard. That motherfucker was cold. He could handle the ball, do all that. And that motherfucker was about 300 and some pounds. So, and that's what you remind me. You swift. That motherfucker swift. I'm going to tell you another thing's going to surprise a lot of fighters when they get in there with him. He way faster than most of these heavyweights. That motherfucker hand speed is different. His hand, and he got real power, devastating power. And the motherfucker's his hands are quick. And he go to the body, unlike most heavyweights in boxing. That motherfucker gonna go to your body. And he got the best inside boxing game in heavyweight division at this point. It ain't no heavyweight that got a better inside game than Jarrell Miller. So I'm just gonna give you your flowers on that. I'm gonna give you credit on the win. Nobody covered it. Yeah, none of you black motherfuckers. Yeah, a matter of fact, I found it on the boxing board. Yeah, he was the only one covering the fight. Yeah, Floyd was out there. They was out there in Dubai and shit. Yeah, he had to go to Dubai. And shout out to Dubai for giving a brother another chance. We appreciate that shit. That shit will not go unnoticed. I don't know. Maybe we need to get more black fighters in Dubai. But anyway, yeah, none of you motherfuckers covered it. But let me tell you something I know about boxing and I know about black fans. Had Lucas Brown knocked Big Baby Miller out, every channel would have promoted it. Every channel would have covered it. That knockout would have been the real of the. That shit might have been knockout of the year. Just if he had to knock Big Baby Miller out. Because Big Baby Miller is undefeated. If Lucas Brown had to knock them out, all these channels would have covered it. You motherfuckers need to learn forgiveness. A lot of you motherfuckers, you need to go back to that church. That church you grew up going to when they had you. Yeah, that church. Go back to your family church where they have all the weddings and funerals at. Go back to that church. Get with that preacher. Hit the altar. And just let that shit go, bro. Learn forgiveness. The brother messed up. You motherfuckers forgave Oscar Valdez. Yeah, he got to fight Shakur after popping dirty. And he finna get a huge fight with Emmanuel Navarrete. And that's gonna be a good ass fight. Yeah, it's a lot of shit. A lot of fighters. Canelo became a bigger star after popping dirty. He received more money after popping dirty. Fatback Fury popped dirty and has become a richer man since cheating. Cheating has made Fury more money than he's ever seen in his life. So in many aspects of boxing, cheating is the way to go. Let me tell you something I know about Fatback Fury and I know about boxing fans. Everybody know he cheat. Even his fans, they'll tell you, that motherfucker dirty. He'll cheater. But they'll also say he a great fighter. You can't mix the two, bro. That's all in water. Either you a cheater or you a great fighter. Fatback Fury since cheating, let me tell you another thing about him. He's 280 pounds, but he can bounce around the ring for 12 rounds. Fury has never gassed out in no fight. Since Wilder, Fury has never gassed out or looked tired in any fight. He don't gas out, and he's 280 pounds throwing sledgehammer punches. Yeah, he's become the hardest punch. Nobody can take his punch all of a sudden. Yeah, they say he just angle it different, and he just throw it a little different, and he sit down on it more. Well, if that were the case, if everybody sit down on their punches and could punch like Fatback Fury, the world would be, boy, it'd be a lot of knockout artists. I think it's a little more than just the technique than the technique of the punch that's knocking everybody the fuck out. It's some other shit, I think it's some shit stitched in his gloves. Yeah, that's what I think. I think them gloves are real heavy on the inside, and that's why Fatback Fury is knocking everybody the fuck out. Also, I want to point this out. Heavyweights are not that good at this point in time. Let me tell you motherfuckers something. You motherfuckers brag about Usyk. Let me tell you something about Usyk. Do you really think Usyk could have even competed with the version of Lennox that fought Vitaly and he was out of shape in that fight and that was his last fight? That version of Lennox Lewis will stop Usyk inside 3 rounds. He would beat the shit out of him just with the jab. Usyk not that good, bro. Usyk would have a tough fight with Dylan White. Usyk not that good, bro. Usyk is not that good. Joshua had him very badly hurt. Joshua could have stopped him in the 7th round in the second fight. Joshua just didn't have it in him to really work the inside. Joshua hurt him to the body. Usyk is very weak to the body. He's been hurt multiple times to the body. All that bouncing and shit, and then Ukrainian footwork and shit. It's really Ukrainian footwork mixed with our shit because a lot of our trainers go over there and show y'all that shit. So that little bouncing, unorthodox shit you do, yeah, it's a little mixture of both. But anyway, that shit won't work, bro, against a lot of fighters. Another thing I want to point out, a lot of people think Usyk is the most skilled heavyweight. Nope. Jared Big Baby Anderson is the most skilled heavyweight in boxing, hands down. There is no heavyweight that's more skilled than him. Big Baby Anderson is more skilled than most heavyweights. So I got to debunk that. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna tell you, Usyk could lose to Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce would beat the dog shit out of Usyk. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Like I said with Fury, if you catch him on the right night and he ain't got as much juice in him, I'm telling you, bro, he'll lose to a Jared Anderson. He'll lose to a Joe Joyce. He'll lose. Fury can be beat, bro. Like I said, he can be beat. And I don't know, maybe it's better if you catch him in UK, because I think he found more dope in America. You know, America, and I think he had the best dope he had was when he fought Wilder. And he came to America, you know. So I think if you can catch him in the UK and catch him slipping and he ain't as juiced up, Fury is very beatable. Very beatable. And he gets clocked a lot, you know. So I'm telling you, don't be surprised if Fury if he keep fighting a couple more years, you'll see him lose to a fighter you never thought he'd lose to. Usyk the same way. Usyk not that good, bro. Usyk finna try to beat Fury and fight one more fight and retire and try to make that like that was the greatest shit since Holyfield. Nah, bro, your competition at cruiserweight was not elite, bro. It was not elite, bro. And you beat a shot fighter in Joshua, bro. That's not pound for pound shit, in my opinion. It's just always greater when they do it. And like I said, if Lucas Brown had knocked out Big Baby Miller tonight, he'd get a big fight in this next fight. And every channel would cover it. If Big Baby Miller had got knocked out, every channel would have covered it. Those are facts. So, Big Baby Miller won, and I'm going to cover it. So, yeah, I'm going to cover this shit. You did a great job. Let me tell you something. Big Baby Miller can stop anybody at heavyweight. I'm telling you, these heavyweights ain't that good. And really, Wilder, in my opinion, was much better than... I just had him just steps ahead of all these heavyweights. But when you receive the kind of punishment you received in the second and third fight with unfair advantages and all the shit he was hit with and all that shit and the lump on the side of his head and all that shit and, being hit with unnatural shit, I just think he ain't the same. But before that second fight and he was cheated, Wilder was far better than any heavyweight. I'm going to tell you something. Wilder, without that damage that he received in the second fight, without that shit in Fury gloves, I had Wilder as a top 15 heavyweight of all time. Athletic, the hardest puncher in history. Yeah, I had him that good. Wilder good. Wilder was better than all these fighters. Nah, but since receiving all that damage, I don't know how good he is now. But when shit was fair, Wilder was far better than all these heavyweights. He was far better than Joshua. He was better than Fury. The best version of Fury was the first fight. When he wasn't on that, when he didn't have all the shit in his glove and he was just on regular good dope. And that's why he was able to bounce around the ring for 12 rounds. But now, and that's why he rose from the dead and shit like that in the 12th round and got up and threw 100 goddamn punches in the 12th round. Yeah, that was just good dope. He ain't had no shit in his gloves in the first fight. So what I'm saying is even that version wasn't good enough to beat Wilder, bro. Wilder was far better than Fury, in my opinion. Far better than Joshua, bro. Wilder was better than all these dudes to me. He was on another level. But when you receive that kind of damage, like I said, I don't know what's left in you. But I'm going to tell you this. Big Baby Miller, bro, I swear to God, Big Baby Miller could shock a lot of these heavyweights. Big Baby Miller could fuck around and beat a Usyk, bro. These dudes ain't that good, bro. That shit look good against a robotic Joshua. Like I said, I think Big Baby Anderson would beat Usyk right now. Right now. So, yeah, I'm looking at the heavyweight division. Like I said, it's not a whole lot of talent. Fury versus Usyk, I don't know. Because at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Usyk got some extra shit in his drinks and shit. And because cheating is a way of life these days, and I'm just tired of us acting like fighters don't cheat. Yeah, Big Baby cheated and he deserved another chance, just like Fury got another chance after cheating. Canelo got another chance. Get his brother another chance. And he'll fuck around and beat your favorite heavyweight. Because I'm telling you, on the inside, I'm going to tell you a good-ass fight. Big Baby Miller versus Dillian White. That'll be a good-ass. And Big Baby going to stop him. Jarrell Miller going to stop Dillian White. Stop him. But that'll be a good-ass fight. That'll be a good-ass fight. I ain't gonna lie. That'll be an entertaining-ass fight. But nah, I don't got Jarrell Miller beating Wilder and shit like that. And like I said, I would still love to see Jarrell Miller versus Joshua. I think he'll beat the shit out of Joshua. Yeah, I think he'll bully Joshua in that ring. That motherfucker big. And when you get to hitting him and he steady walking through your shit, that's some psychological shit for your ass. So yeah, shout out to you. Keep doing your thing, bro. And I'm gonna cover you. Matter of fact, with the next fight Jarrell Miller have, and one of you stank ass networks, y'all need to give him a deal. Yeah, just like y'all do it to fighters that cheat all the time. Billy Ho. Yeah, over there in the UK, Billy Ho Saunders. Yeah, the one that faked the eye injury against Canelo and quit on that goddamn stool. You motherfuckers gave him another chance. You finna give Conor Ben another. Yeah, get a brother another chance. And like I said, I'm gonna cover your next fight. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.